Alright everyone, welcome to round 2. We will play first. We have 8 planes. I think I'm gonna keep it. That might be bad. Might be a bad decision. But a plane's in our hands really, like if we draw a plane's our hands really good within the next couple turns. Alright, or Cackler could be coming right at us. Alright, so hooray. Obviously not trading here. Alright, that guy's good. The obvious problem here is that if we attack, then we... Awkward! If we attack, then we have to play a Sky Knight Legionnaire after, and we lose 4 damage anyway, or 2 damage anyway. So it's like basically the same thing. I guess if we don't, we have this guy in our... we have this guy, yeah, actually it's the first time I've ever seen this one be so awkward like this. I mean, he's clearly not going to block here. It's like, I have to play a Sky Knight Legionnaire that can't attack. But if I play this first, then my guys are tapped, and you know. Depending on what we draw next turn, our attacks and blocks should both be pretty good. Okay, here I think attacking and then just playing the Warmind Infantry is actually pretty awesome. Because the Warmind Infantry will have Smite backup, and as a 2-3 it can block either of his guys. So, I mean, we will be blocking, so if he attacks into this guy, there's almost certainly like a Blood Rush, but I think that's probably okay, especially with the Smite. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'd definitely rather kill the Crawl Warrior at this point. Alright, so we will just go ahead and smite him away here. I mean, we knew there was that, there was definitely a trick there. But that's okay. So that makes him 4-3, but that's a trade, which I don't think I want to do that, especially since I can still attack with these guys and stay back and block with this guy. So, yeah, we're just going to attack with these guys here. And at this point, we'll go ahead and give our guy +2/+0. Actually, we're going to give our guy a whole bunch. That's fine. I don't need him to block, really. We're so far ahead on this race now that I'll just block here, or I may not even block. Probably block. Okay, he didn't even want to attack, so that's good. I don't think there's any reason to play the Knightly Valor since I'm so far ahead on board. I think... I mean, there's got to be some sort of removal or something. He's got, I would think. So I think just attacking. It might even be a, what is it, the 6 mana deal X damage spell? Or deal 5 damage spell. I forget what it's called. Explosive Impact. It's probably an Explosive Impact. Could also be like a Clan Defiance or something that's just like sickening brutal. Or it could be none of those things. It could just be that he knows he's really looking down the barrel of a gun here. I mean, I could attack here, and I guess I'm actually showing lethal that way, but I'm pretty sure he's got to have some sort of trick here, otherwise it was just game over, and he would have cycled his clue stone to try to find an answer, so I think he needs the mana for something. But maybe not. Maybe attacking with the Warmind Infantry was the way to go. In this case, I think playing it safe was a better way, because I expected a trick there. I guess there wasn't one, so maybe that was not smart. Okay, as long as the Sky Knight Legionnaire lives, we win. Okay. I can make him 4. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we just put the Knightly Valor on our Sky Knight Legionnaire and win. So that works. I almost played that out. Alright, so that was a pretty decent game 1 for us. It's very gruely. Got our big Rage Beast. 2 2s, they're all X2s it looks like. My little 1/1 guy is probably not going to do a lot in this matchup. I mean, to be fair, my little 1/1 doesn't do a lot in most matchups, but I guess it works okay with Smite. I guess Shielded Passage is possibly an okay trick when I'm trying, if I end up trying to block his guys. He didn't have any X1s really. Blaze Commando is necessarily all that amazing here. Really any of this stuff. I mean, the Dutiful Thrall is not good in this deck, because this is much more of a Orzhov defensive card, because with the 1/1 regenerate, you just stay back and jump block all day. So I think Shielded Passage is probably a better trick, so we'll go to game 2 and hopefully it goes as well. Alright, here we are for game 2. I think I have to ship this, because even though I can play a Boros Mastiff, I don't have any of my other colors, mostly red, and all my cards are like 5 and 6 drops. So not only do I have to draw lots of lands, and even if I draw like my 2 and 3 drops, I can't play most of them. This isn't amazing, but I'll keep it. We got all our colors and we got a removal spell. Obviously this isn't exactly what you're looking for in an aggressive deck, especially if he's going to draw the Cackler every single game on turn 1. I guess that's considered his opening hand. Yeah, anyway, if he's going to have it in his opening hand every game, that's going to be a problem. Especially if... You've probably heard me bitch about this before. Every time I keep like a 5 mana hand, it feels like... Every time I keep a 5 mana hand, it feels like I just draw like land after land after land. But after mulliganing once, I didn't really want to mulligan again, especially when I have my lands. Like, mulliganing to 5 is never my idea of a great time. Well, I'm going to be able to play all my super expensive spells. I mean, if I'm going to play Augur Spree, now's the time to play it, so I guess I might as well just play it. That's not really what I wanted to do this turn, but if I wait until he attacks, I'm like, I mean, I guess I can wait till he attacks and see if he pumps it, but I'd rather just get rid of it. Yep. Okay, well, it's a creature. And at this point, it's a creature that I'm going to be willing to trade, or at least make him bait out removal, because I'm at 12. I think. Well, maybe not. Yeah, no, I think I have to, because I can't even use the, yeah. Okay, well... Hopefully the Nav Squad Commandos slows down the beating a little bit. Unfortunately, I cannot play that and a nav squad commandos. So if he plays a land, I'm in trouble against this guy. Alright, well, he's playing something else. Alright, that probably means no attack. In fact, that has to mean no attack. So that's good. That's also very good. Clearly I can't attack here. Making my guy 5/7 would make him be able to block here, but no, I think Guardian of the Gateless is what's got to be coming out of the chute at the moment. This game's not looking good, but when you're trying to be aggressive, although admittedly my deck isn't super aggressive, when you're trying to be very aggressive and your first play's on turn like where you have a removal spell on turn 3 and then a couple guys on turn 5, that's not good. Yeah, I'm definitely blocking, and it's gonna be with that guy. Alright, I'm willing to make that trade. That's awkward. I think I'd rather have the guy here than the Knightly Valor. I mean, a Knightly Valor gives me a guy, so like obviously you don't want to forget that. Knightly Valor gives you a guy, but I think that's what I want to do right now. I mean, once he can make this guy 5/5/5, probably in trouble. In fact, maybe I should have just played the Knightly Valor to make my guy 5/5, and then when I block he's 6/6. Yeah, that's going to be a problem now. That was probably a bad choice by me, because now he's going to swing with this guy, and I'm going to have to chump block because I can't take 5, and I can't risk a. Is that a Rage Beast? No, an Explosive Impact. All right. Well, if I would have played the Knightly Valor, then we would have been in trouble. Unfortunately, I have to take that too. One, two. All right. Well, I can play both my cards, which is good. So I can make him. Yeah. This is a tough choice because whatever guy I play the Knightly Valor on is obviously I have to. Well, I guess I can actually just chump block with my. Alright, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play Knightly Valor. Let's see. I can make him 4/2 first strike. If I put the Knightly Valor on him, he's 4/4, and then I can make him 6/4 first strike. In fact, I think I have to do that because I have to be able to give him first strike. I have to be able to give this guy 6/4 first strike. Maybe attacking here is just stupid, but I want to try to get my little advantages in when I can. He probably should have just attacked with this guy before playing the Explosive Impact last turn, because I mean, I guess he didn't want to have to pump it. But I would have had to have blocked. Oh, okay. Well, it's no different. I was going to chump block this guy, so I just chump block this guy. That's fine. I guess if I don't attack with the Vassal Soul, I double block there. Yeah, this is looking bad. That's pretty good though. Yeah, I mean, it's probably too late anyway. It's probably too late for Holy Mantle. But if he attacks into Holy Mantle, then well, I mean that's there's nothing we can do about that if he attacks into Holy Mantle. If this is a Rage Beast, we gotta hope he hits Vassal Soul. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Well, I think it doesn't do it just yet, but if he hit, we had a 50% chance. If he hits this, I think the protection from creatures works on the fighting, I think. Yeah, so that was pretty unlucky. I mean, we probably lose either way, but if he hits the Vassal Soul, we got a shot. Yeah, no matter what, I take 6, right? Okay. So, I mean, he's playing stuff like Pursuit of Flight with no way to activate it. So, I mean, his deck isn't... Gruul Rage Beast is fine. His deck's okay, I guess. We had a 50-50 chance of surviving that fight, and then he can't really attack too well. But, I don't know. What do we want? Do we want a Soul Tithe here? Don't think we need a Goblin Rally. I don't think that would have done anything. Didn't see artifacts. Don't think Electrickery is going to get anybody. Didn't see any 1-power guys. None of this stuff seems particularly amazing. I mean, he is pretty aggressive, and so far we have not been, although, I mean, we got a million 3-drops, we're just not drawing any of them. Like, we have 4 5-drops, and we draw 3 of them a game. That's okay. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. And Nightly Valor is really good, as is Holy Mantle, but let's see. Do we want a Jailbreaker? Well, we would take a Jailbreaker over. I think Shielded Passage is fine. No, I think we just have to draw out a little better. I mean, we could take an over Jailbreaker over a Maze Abomination, but I don't think so. We'll just go to game 3 and hope we draw out a little better. So the hope is game 3 goes a little better. I would say this is not better. In fact, I would go as far as to say this is worse. We got several double white cards and a 6-drop, and we can't play anything. So I thought our mana was pretty good here. Well, this is very Orzhov, but sure. We'll run this Orzhov hand. It's at least quicker. If Tithe Drinker gets in a couple hits, we might be okay. Of course, why wouldn't he have a Cackler in his opening hand every single game? No reason he wouldn't. 3 games, 3 for 3 opening hand. This guy's not any good unless he's in your opening hand, but I guess if you open him in your opening hand every single time, alright, that's pretty brutal. That's pretty not good, I would say. Here I'm just going to play the Sewer Shambler and be willing to trade it, because he's got no swamps, so trading is fine. Or letting him use a spell to pump his guy is fine. This game's not looking in our favor so far, that's for sure. He's got to have a follow-up play, but I still have to be willing to trade there. Croconaw is going to be a beating, probably. I will smite a Croconaw if he evolves it and attacks, for sure. But things look bad for Team Us, that's for sure. I'm on stay alive mode at the moment. Even though we're at 18 life, like, we just gotta survive an onslaught. And we'll trade with Feral Animist as well. Alright, now would be a great time to draw a red source. I guess our mana isn't that great, but I guess our mana is not that great. I don't have a ton of red cards, but I guess I have to draw a mountain to play any of them. So that's not exactly what I was looking for. I was feeling a lot better about my drafts after winning the 64-man queue, but it looks like we're going to lose to a pretty mediocre deck here, especially if I take hits off that Snapjaw. So as soon as he evolves this, we're in trouble, which is probably going to be this turn. So I think we probably lost this one. I mean, he's got to have a trick, but we can't take the 6, so... Alright, well, I guess if you can never play anything, it's pretty tough to win, and if you have to mulligan to 5 just about every game, it makes it pretty tough to win. I didn't think my mana was all that bad, but I guess so. In fact, I think I just lose, right? Yeah. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I can Knightly Valor one of his guys, but even by doing so, I take too much damage. So, I really think my deck was better than this guy's, but I didn't draw very well at all. In fact, I'll have to go back and watch these games, but I'm pretty sure I mulliganed every game. I think I've mulliganed every single game, except for the one I kept with 3 mountains and I was lucky and drew a plains. I think I've mulliganed every single game, 2, 6, or 5, and this hand looked okay if I could draw a single mountain, but I could not. So thanks for watching. Sorry I did not record my 64-man release draft. It's 2 drafts in one, because you win an 8-man, and then all the people who won 8-mans, if you don't know how they work, you win an 8-man, and then wow, alright. So you win an 8-man, basically, and then you redraft with all the people who won their 8-men, their single elimination, so it's like 8 8-man drafts. So I won my first 3 rounds with my deck, and then redrafted, and then won my next 3 rounds, so I ended up winning the number 1 slot, which is pretty nice. I got this cool avatar from making the top 8, so there she is, Amara, boom. Yeah, I felt pretty good since I hadn't even made a finals of an 8-4 yet, and then I won 2 drafts in 1 tournament, so I was pretty excited about that. I actually think this deck is pretty okay. I have a lot of 2 and 3 drops, but I just didn't draw like anything. Like I drew all my 4 and 5 drops constantly. I mean, I have like 4 or 5 drops, and see, they're all right here. I guess I didn't draw them this game, but they would have been fine if I would have drew them this game after I drew a single mountain. But thanks for watching. I haven't decided yet. I may or may not record. It's Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on the West Coast, which is where I live. Well, sort of. I'm not like on the ocean or anything, but I may record it's an invite-only sealed finals Dragon's Maze Championship event. I'm not a huge sealed expert. Clearly, I'm not a draft expert either, but I'll see. Maybe I'll record it. I'm not too sure about that. But thanks for watching. If you're enjoying content, as always, rate, subscribe, give me comments, let me know what you think. Clearly, I mean, I could have very easily gone Simic. It looked like Simic was pretty open in Pack 1. I guess I'm predisposed to going red-white or red-green because of the color combinations I like. I also like black, so I tend to draft those more than blue usually. I guess blue's like my least drafted color, even though I really like Azorius in RTR. But anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think, what I should have done different, and other than maybe not have to mulligan every game and fail to draw mana sources, which I should have done better. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Kevin for Channel Manlik.